Alright, spaghetti carbonara. We're going to start with a little oil in the pan, a little olive oil. And we've got some Hill's bacon, thicker slice. We're using this thicker cut bacon today. Should give a nice smokiness to the pasta dish, and bacon will crisp up and it'll be added back at the end once we render it down. And traditionally you would use pancetta, but today I'm using the Hill's bacon. I smoked on the Traeger a little bit and cranked the heat up and cooked it like I would be cooking it in the oven. And so today we're just going to render this down. So we have the pan heating up, and we are going to reduce the heat down a little bit so it just renders, so we're not browning it off really fast. I'm just going to keep an eye on it just to make sure it's just slowly cooking down. Just want to render out some of the fat out of this. That fat will be used to coat the spaghetti right before we add the sauce into it, adding some flavor to the sauce as well. Okay, you can see how the bacon is starting to crisp up a bit and render out some of that fat. So we're going to cook it just a little bit more. Bacon will have some carryover cooking after it comes out of the pan as well, just like you would have bacon crisp up if you cooked it on the stovetop or in the oven after it came out. And we're going to remove the bacon from the pan, let some of that bacon fat run back into the pan, and I'm going to hold that bacon off to the side. Fat in the pan, we're going to add the spaghetti in. We're just going to coat that in the fat before we add in the cream and egg mixture. So what makes this dish is the cream and egg mixture will thicken as it cooks. So you bring it up to a slight simmer to use the egg in it to be the thickener for this. We have some simmering around the edge on that, but we don't want to boil it too fast, because you want to be able to let that egg slowly come up, just like you would do a custard, to have it slowly come up to thicken, but without scrambling the egg. The other part of the thickening process is the Parmesan cheese, which we'll add here shortly. When the cream looks like it's starting to get thickened up a bit, you see how the sauce is starting to coat pasta a little more. I'm going to add some Parmesan. I'm going to turn the heat off, add some Parmesan, toss it together, add the bacon back in, and I'm going to hit it with a touch of salt and some cracked black pepper. Now the black pepper is what kind of makes this dish as well. It's the creaminess of the dish, the Parmesan, the bacon or pancetta. Let's see how that's coming together nicely. I'm going to add a little more Parmesan, and we're going to plate it up.